giving us our own way of life in Rotary and make it more, respectful also. In this relation, I urge all the district officers and the block officers also to participate in the foundation giving program if you have not started yet. Today, again, we have a fleet of eminent speakers who will inspire us in foundation giving and the service projects undertaken worldwide. We also get inspired by wonderful big-hearted Rotarians contributing to the Rotary Foundation every year during the recognition program this evening. Today, let us again acknowledge each one of us, each other, for the Rotary Foundation giving, encourage further, and to make it more inclusive also. I hope some of the speakers, including the Rotary Director and RRMC, will be talking about more about TRF and all other awareness that they have made, and explain what Rotarians are doing good in the world. Thank you very much, and welcome you all. Thank you.
Now, we would like to officially inaugurate this program. I would like to request our chief guest to please come forward to light the balance, and I will request the DG to assist, and also the serving arms, please.
Namaste. Greetings and warm welcome to Chief Guest IR Director Anandrai Chaudhary, Guest of Honor, RRC Devashish Das, Council of Governors, Rotary Grand Officer, Regional Grand Officer Laura Reddy, ARC Sanjay Giri, Rich Plan Vasudev Kalyan, Ask Club Society members, major donors, PHS fellows, District Secretary Durga Dinesh Singh, District Officers, President, fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors, Interactors, good afternoon, namaste. November is the month of Rotary Foundation. Today, we are organizing the Rotary Foundation and Recognition Seminar. It is an honor for our District 392 that we have gracious presence of our chief guest, Director Anandrai Chaudhary, and guest of honor, RRC Devashish Das, Regional Grand Officer Laura Reddy, it is also a special opportunity for us here, Laura Reddy.
Good afternoon. Yes. I would like to thank you, the organizing committee as well as our DG, to invite me to say a few words. First of all, I'd like to say about our director, Mr. and thank you him to nominate me as a candidate for foundation. You yourself and the trustee. Thank you, sir, to choose Nepal, mention Nepal, that Nepal can do something. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And you know, Ananda is a very powerful man and interested man. And we have to take opportunity from him. So he is always ready to help us. As our DG said, he is always helping us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Our RRC, what to say about him? From the beginning, he started work very hardly. That time I am not nominated as a non-lead even. We start working together because I was immediate past RRC and he is always concerned me and thank you so much Devashish ji. And we worked together when we were at ARRC together. So we know each other very well and we are working very much. And with this, I am assured our Director Anuruddha that not only our district, this district, our zone will not let you down in a matter of foundation. We are going to surpass whatever the target given to. And what you say about our DG? Our DG, I am very lucky that when I was a governor, he was our best president, and I hope he will be the best governor of our district. So thank you very much for the way you are working. Please continue it, and definitely you will make some new, bring our district in a new height. Laura Bradley, I know her since when I was a governor, 11-12, and she was with us from 2010-11. But that time I was not involved in the foundation, so I don't know much that from that time. But I know her from since when I was a governor. That time we have a matching grant only, and then from 2013 onward, the global grant system started. And then I very work with Laura, and she's always helping hand to us. Whenever we require any assistance, how to do grant, how to we will get a easy and fast authorization, and she will always guide us. And according to her, we are able to do lots of grant, which is not even our region is doing. And that was the first global grant started in 2013. Then onward, till now, Laura is always helping hand to us. So thank you, Laura, for helping us. I know there are some formalities. Maybe we have not completed it. That's why some our grant has declined. But for that, she has came all the way from US with us to explain us, to discuss us how to do grant, so there will be no debts and no decline there. So I hope she will explain you us better than in his when she is going to speak. And I request all my friends, please take this golden opportunity, take this opportunity to discuss with her. If you are doing a grant, and if you have any question regarding the submit the report, and nowadays we are facing problem for submit the report as well. So that's why she is here, all the way here, and I hope and I am sure after today all grant will be get approved and there will be no problem. So thank you so much in advance, Laura. Now I request Raji, because I want to congratulate our IPDG Jitendra ji and his team for the foundation. Last year, what he has contributed and he has made us proud. He is going to be recognized by the highest contribution to annual fund, highest contribution to endowment fund, and second highest contribution to TRF. So congratulations, and his team and all our Rotary friends. Without him, this is not possible. 88 members are going to recognize in different category. So congratulations once again, you all, and this all recognition will be given to during the issue in Bangalore. And thank you so much for contributing in Rotary Foundation. So one thing I have to say is that last year we are since I think for more than 7 years we are the highest contributor in our zone. Our district is the highest contributor in our zone. But due to some maybe some situation, we are unable to keep our top criteria. That's why we are become second. But I want your commitment that this in front our RID is here, that this year we will surpass our own records, whatever we have given, and we will be the first and highest donors in our zone as well. Are you ready with me? Can I give a commitment to our RID on your behalf? Seriously? Thank you. So with these words, I thank you all. And once again, I thank you the organizing committee as well as the PG. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
1,051,000. In 2021, we did projects worth 2,711,000. 21-22, 1,621,000. 22-23, we have 20 grants, 1,224,000. And now in this year, we have already 10 grants approved and worth $939,000. So total funding is 10,547,751, which is quite higher than the contribution we made to the foundation. So this is the benefit of contributing to the foundation. Whatever we contribute, we are getting more than our contribution in the form of projects in our district. So friends, here is the comparison, contribution versus grant funding. So total contribution, total giving for 5 years, that is I have considered only annual fund, you see, only annual fund. From the annual fund, we get back our contribution in our district in the form of district DDF, district designated fund. So in annual fund, we have contributed for 5 years, $1,274,000. Against that, we got the funding for $10,547,000. So that comes to almost 9 times of our contribution. 9 times more than our giving came to our district, which isn't it a wonderful thing to contribute to the foundation? Now, global grants, we have still 150 grants online. It's in the process. District grant. Regarding district grant, so we have done so far for 5 years. In 1920, we have done 26 grants worth $50,000. 2021, 28 grants worth $31,000. 21 to 30 grants with $30,000. In 2024, we have 24 grants with $25,198. And total we have done for 5 years 108 district grants worth $136,448. And in case of this year, we are reviewing the applications received for the district grant. So the status is total application received from the Rotary clubs 64, from the Rotary clubs 15. These grants, these applications are under review, which we will be selecting from these applications by scrutinizing the necessity, the grant, whether they fall under the criteria or not. We are reviewing the criteria for getting the grant. So our team, district grant subcommittee team, is reviewing these applications and will decide very soon for the district grants of 23-24. So with regards to the reporting requirements, you see, we have to report on time for the global grants. So as per the October 23 quarterly analysis, our district, we are compliant with 78% requirement. 70% requirement compliance, and overdue reports are 17 grants. Still overdue 7. So we want to make overdue 0 or minimum overdue. So friends, whoever are doing this global grants, please send your reports on time and try to be 100% compliant of the reporting. So I urge you, I request you, the clubs who are doing the global grants and who are in the process of submitting your reports, please do at the earliest so that this figure, the reporting compliance figure goes up and overdue grants figure comes down. This is my request to all the friends who are doing global grants. We are also being international partners with the other clubs. That figure is not included in this. This is only the figure related to district 3 to 90 projects. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, that's good enough to hear from all of you out here. Chief guest for today's evening RI Director Aniruddha, District Governor Rajendra Dhujuji, Plan Leads Coordinator past RRFC Basudevji, District Learning Facilitator and ARC Sanjay Giriji, our Regional Grants Officer Laura, nice seeing you, ARRFC Jaji, DGE, DGNs, our Learned Council of Governors, my good friend Kiran Raj Shrestha. I think nice to see you after many years, basically. Friends of Nepal, Rotarians, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here for a specific reason. I do not know if I'm correct, but someone told me that I should say Sabailo Dhanyavad. Is it correct? Something like that? So that's the first thing which I want to say. A big thank you to each and every Rotarian who are present here for doing good in this world. I don't. How do you change? Yeah. Each and every one of you will agree to it that whatever we do tomorrow, whatever Rotaries tomorrow will all depend on what we do today. So today is the day when if we do good, our future becomes better. Our tomorrow becomes better. So this is something which we need to do today, create a history for the foundation today. So this is why we are all here present. I will skip this slide because this is something to do with a Hindi song, but I'll skip that slide. And as I said earlier, this is the reason why I need to thank you all. Please see how much we have contributed to the foundation. 2022-23, that was a record-setting goal. We raised in around 427 million. Out of this 427, if you see the amount which we contributed to the annual fund, a record figure of 147.6 million to the annual fund. This is something which we made history this year, 22-23. And this was possible because of all of you. I think you deserve a round of applause. You can clap for yourself saying that you have done this. Where do you stand? I put up this slide for a specific reason. Your district is hardly 15 years old, but you are among the top 30 giving countries. You came up from a district 3290, formed a new district, and now you are one of the top 30 giving countries. You need to feel proud of it. And why should you feel proud? You are at number 26. The other reason why I put this line is the number of members in District 3292. You are just below Uganda and Singapore, which has a very small number of members. But your contribution is at number 26 out of the top 30 giving countries. But the only thing which pains me is when I see the annual fund, which is only 39.68. That is lesser than Uganda also. So there we need to improve upon if 3292 has to improve and get more projects later. So that is where we need to improve upon. TRFC Kumuji has basically done the whole review as such, so I have nothing much. He has updated the figures, but the figures are more or less the same. one important part which for all of you present here is to note that your non-giving clubs are quite a number. I had mentioned it earlier in one of the TRF seminars also, that in Kiran Bhaiya's time, if the non-giving clubs were 38, 22, 23, it jumped up to 76 non-giving clubs. So a district of around 150 odd clubs, you have half the clubs not contributing. That is something, a cause for worry. Non-giving clubs, I'm sure all of you would be a giving club after this foundation seminar. Can I take it as a word from all of you? Slightly louder, please. The contribution, as DRFC had mentioned, 1920, there is a declining trend. And that is where we need to break that ceiling. Somewhere we need to change that. Dojuji, it's a request to you that I think you are the capable man out here who can at least break the ceiling and touch that figure of whatever Kiran has done or slightly better than that. The fundraising analysis which has been aptly described, there's a small thing out here which I could not show properly. You have at least 76 PHS member. If you have 76 Paul Harris Society member, if 76 contribute in a year, you are getting 7,60,000. If provided all of you can contribute that, if you can convert all 76, you can do that. This is what again DRFC has shown. The same slides, nothing much to be shown. You have received the funds from the TRF, a huge number of fund, a large proportion which has gone for your grants, but the contribution does not match. So this is something which we would like to request you all to do it. Is this a project of yours? Does it remind you? That's your Global Grants project of giving an ambulance? Huh? That's the blood donation? Blood collection ambulance van? I don't know. This is, it's not moving. Anyone figures out what is this? A dialysis center of yours in your district? That's also funded by the Global Grant. See the grants which you have received. I've just shown two of them. The large grants which you have received, the amount which you have contributed, it has come back again to your district, as Kumudji has rightly mentioned, 9 times has come back again to your district. And if it has come back to your district, it also means that we need to contribute more to the foundation. I shall not prolong much, but this is the challenge which we have put it for all of you. It started from last year, the annual fund challenge which we have. It is for the clubs and the districts. Very simple. If you look into this slide, for a district, you need all the clubs contributing. Suppose you have 150 clubs, all clubs contribute a minimum of $50 per club. gets an award. The next is if a club contributes only $100, but all the clubs of the district. And the third category, where you are seeing the platinum category, is 75% of the members of a district contributing $25. Not a very hard task for our governor to motivate your members and the clubs to contribute to the foundation. But before I conclude, see our ancient texts. When you think about the Bhagavad Gita, Gita mentions about dan, about charity, in a very clear concept. And Gita mentions the charity can be of three types, or dan can be of three types. If you give it to a worthy individual at the right time, that is a charity which is the highest form of charity, and without any expectation. The person does not expect anything. He gives it, but to a worthy individual. One is the egocentric charity, where you feel that you are supposed to get something in return. And the third charity is when you give it to an unworthy individual. And what I consider, and all of you should consider, is I'm not talking about the individual as such, but the foundation is the one which is worthy of your giving. An institution which is worthy of giving is the Rotary Foundation. So if your foundation is worthy of getting something, please contribute to the Rotary Foundation and not to any other foundation. See that our foundation becomes stronger and does more good in the world and creates more hope in the world. Thank you all, dear friends, for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you, dear friends.
Well, friends, my relationship with our chief guest, our director, Arvind Roy, goes back quite a few years. He was the district governor of 3290, and that year I was the president of my club. And I would like to say something here. That year, the DG Arvind Roy at the time, he awarded me as the outstanding president for that year. And I would like to thank you very much at the time. So now, I would like to request our chief guest, our director, Arvind Roy Chaudhary, to please address this gathering.